Hey guys, welcome back to Just Start Tip Tuesday. Okay, so today we have a tip from one of our athletes. Actually, he asked this question via email, so I thought we would not pull a tip out tonight, and we would just leave the tip in. So, but the question comes from Brian.
It does,
Yeah.
and it's a good question. So, Brian, thank you for it. He asked,
Thanks, Brian.
This was something I was wondering about when I was new to CrossFit, and so his question was, if I'm new to CrossFit, should I be focused on strength first or conditioning first?
Yeah.
This is a really good question.
It's a great question. So here's the thing, when you come into CrossFit, you should be focusing on what we program for you. That's the simple answer. So in terms of strength, so yes, you need to obviously build strength. It depends on what your goal is too. But let's say you're losing weight. Well, you need both strength and cardio. Okay. And in CrossFit, we focus on weightlifting, gymnastics, and cardio. So you're going to get your strength piece out of your weightlifting, and even body weight movements as well.
Gymnastics,
so
yeah.
So that would be your gymnastic portion. So, but yeah. So no, there's not, in terms of what your focus is on, is going to be what the purpose is for the day. So whatever it is that we're programming for you, that's what your focus is, and you will build both that aerobic capacity, your strength capacity. You're going to build all sorts of different engines. So you're going to be going through your aerobic state, your anaerobic state. We're going to be working that for you.
Yeah.
So, but you will learn that in the purpose of the workout.
Yeah.
So that's the important part. So if you go to a box, or if you go somewhere and you don't understand what your goal is for the day, ask your coach. And it's not that it's a challenge, but if you're just going in to work out, well, what is the point? So we're on a specific cycle right now where we have short duration and long duration. We actually just kicked that off yesterday for the next 10 weeks. But we're still constantly varied in our state here within the CrossFit realm. So, but yes, we have a different focus for the next 10 weeks. So short and long duration workouts. And so that would be your sprint cycle and longer. So we have a different focus with that. But yeah, so just trust your coach, trust the process, if you will, and we'll make sure that you're, in terms of, what you should focus on, it's just what the purpose is. And make sure that and I should really get to this first, you need to focus on your mechanics.
Yeah.
What it comes down to, so mechanics, and then be consistent, and then the intensity. So focus heavy on your mechanics first. So that's that one picture perfect rep, executed picture perfectly. So we want to make sure that we have that down, especially in the foundational movements as well.
Yeah, and guys, I think just building on that, remember when you're new, two things. Number one, you're going to see what we call beginner gains. So if you come in and the first day you run a mile in 12 minutes and you've never done CrossFit before, or really haven't been active for a long period of time, when you go to do that again, no matter really what you think your focus is, just the fact that you are now working out and stressing your various energy systems in your body, you're going to do better. And we call those beginner gains, right? Almost no matter what, you just keep getting better. But the reason that you really pay to go to a CrossFit gym or another functional fitness facility or wherever it is that you're paying to go is that you are trusting your coach to write a program for you that's going to improve all of these aspects of fitness.
Right.
So it's not so much on you with what you are focusing on, it's actually more on us and what we are focusing on. And the program should, right, the reason that you do programs is that they should be theoretically improving all of these aspects of it. So that's really important. And then like Jason said, if you move well, then you'll see, if I move well, I'll be able to lift more weight, right? So my strength gains are, if I move well, I'll run with more efficiency, so my conditioning will be better. So focusing on those mechanics and then trusting that the program is being written to help you with your goals are the two things you want to really be doing when you start out.
And if you don't understand something on the mechanic side of things, so let's say, for example, when we talk about consistency, but the 5 points of performance, but let's just take for example your quarter extremity. So today we had push-ups, and typically what happens after a few minutes of push-ups is what happens to that core.
Starts to sink.
Yeah, and you start to snake. So if you don't understand what it means to actually brace your core and squeeze your butt, as we like to say, prison defense, or pinch a penny between your butt, staying nice and tight so that you create that tension in the system, that if you don't understand that, then we need to make sure that we're doing a better job explaining that, or giving you drills that you can practice on so that you can make sure that your system stays tight. So that way that doesn't happen. Yes, you are going to get tired over the course of 18 minutes, which is our AMRAP today, but that's okay, but you still need to make sure that you maintain that quarter extremity. So that what we call a quarter extremity violation. If you start to, you'll start getting lower back pain. There's a lot of things that can actually happen when you don't stay tight. So, but that's just an example. So we want to make sure that you're focusing when you're moving on mechanics. So that is what you've got to make sure that you're focusing on. So,
All right, guys.
so that completes our Just Start Tip Tuesday. Great question by him. Love the question. And as always, if anybody else has a question, you can email it to us or put it in the comment selection below the video, or you can drop it inside this beautiful pickle jar. So, okay.
Here in the box. Always on top of the microwave.
That's right. All right, guys, have a good rest of your week, and we will see you next Tuesday with another tip. Take care. Bye.